Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It is now Friday, is it the 14th of October? Just past 6 o'clock and I'm heading home from work. And yeah, it's been another fairly productive week this week. Quite a lot going on, and work-wise not too many problems, which is always good for me. Correction there, zooming down on me. So the weather this week has definitely taken a autumnal feel. It's been chuffing freezing, to be honest. Yeah, it suddenly seemed to do this last week gone from quite milder temperatures to, I mean, we're on 9 degrees now apparently. So temperatures dropped rapidly this week. But other than that, it's not been too bad. Bit wet as well, but yeah, as things go, work's been all right. Progressing slowly with bits and pieces, and getting on with moving stuff out. So, what else has been happening this week? Cool. I'd thought of a load of stuff to talk about, but then, as per usual, I always forget about most of what I want to go on about. Anyway, one thing I did notice that was very interesting this week is my MacBook Air updated itself to the latest macOS Sierra beta update. Now, for Windows users, you might go, well, that's nothing unusual, but it is for Macs, because I've never known Apple do a software update automatically without them just sort of sitting it in the software update and waiting for you to manually say install it. And literally it wasn't there. I think it was Tuesday night. It wasn't available, and then Wednesday night, and I left it obviously plugged in at home, so it was still kind of live. And it does seem, if you leave it plugged in, I know I can access it at work even when it's got the lid down. It still classes it as awake. I believe it's power nap, isn't it? In settings you can activate to it lets it do certain things in the background while it's sleeping. So anyway, I came back to it on the Wednesday night, and it asked for a passcode, which is very, very unusual, because of course I have Apple Watch Unlock now, and that is ridiculously reliable on the MacBook Air. But yeah, it asked me for a passcode, so I thought, well, that's a bit odd. And then it got a notification it updated macOS Sierra to the latest version. Well, beta version, obviously, because we're on beta. Oh, just cut my nose off while you're at it. There's no rush. In fact, you could have just carried on in that lane and go past the bus, mate. Honestly. Dear me. So, yes, there you are. Apple are now forcing out the updates, and I believe also they're pushing out Sierra to the Yosemite users as well. So they're really going for getting them upgraded on the same even keel. So that's quite interesting. Also, iPhone and watchOS betas continue to come out. Again, I'm not really sure what exactly new features we're getting for them, but I just know that we're getting lots of new stuff coming out. So that's pretty good. I think a lot of these betas seem to be adding stuff for the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. And talking of the iPhone 7 Plus, not that I've been looking, but I mean, people are ridiculing Samsung for the Note 7 exploding, but at least Samsung managed to sell some of the damn things before they exploded. Because the way Apple's going at the moment, I don't know, I think they sold about 10, maybe 12 7 Pluses, and then since launch day you haven't been able to get them for love nor money. It's still saying 3 to 4 weeks on the Apple website, not that I've looked. And if you try and do like a pickup or do their new upgrade program and you can reserve them in store, never reserve the iPhone 7 Plus. Plenty of 7s. I mean, you can get 7s for fun. You could just buy a house full of 7s, iPhone 7s. But the 7 Pluses, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're just not available and don't seem to be getting any more available. It's been 3 to 4 weeks since launch day, which was 3 to 4 weeks ago, and it's not getting any closer. So yeah, I'm amazed. Apple just, I don't know how they managed it, but they seem to have no stock of the 7 Pluses. So, you know, all credit to Samsung. They sold plenty of Note 7s. Admittedly, they're having to pull them all back now because they keep exploding. Although apparently some die-hard Samsung Note 7 users are going to keep it, despite the fact in a lead box in the basement. But they are going to keep their Note 7s. Certainly not have it on the bedside overnight. Well, I wouldn't anyway. But yeah, so Apple just, I don't know what's going on with the 7 Plus, but it's either phenomenally popular and they just can't keep up with demand, or they just haven't built very many and they just aren't bothering even at the moment to build any. Who knows, we'll see. Maybe they're holding out and they'll do a purge for the Christmas rush, as it were. So yeah, that's been happening. I watched again the other night Guardians of the Galaxy, which is one of my favouriteest films in the world ever, and it still is. I love it. Fantastic film. Love the soundtrack, just because, you know, I'm kind of into that kind of music, being an old fart. So that's good, and yeah, I watched that again. Tried to introduce the lad to it. He wasn't paying too much attention, to be perfectly honest, because he found Roblox far more interesting. Yeah, we had fun doing that. Now, I do have to mention, because I didn't mention Richard Nellis, at Richard Nellis 1, I think it is, School Watch. Interesting. I didn't mention Richard last week. Sorry, Richard. I had lots of things to say last week and I forgot to mention it. But this week I would have mentioned because he's going on holiday to Turkey shortly. So good luck with your holiday in Turkey. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic time. It could be quite a while for getting there. It's a fair old trek to Turkey. Yeah, you have a good time, and you know, bring back some turkeys for everyone. So yeah, that's been going on as well, and I've also been trying to catch up desperately with my YouTube subs, but I've not done very well. Did notice Mosford did a fantastic full walkthrough for Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens game. Brilliant job there, Moz, thanks, because we're got about halfway and it's a right struggle. I mentioned before, it's quite a struggle of a game because you have these multi-build things and it confuses the devil out of me, and I'm playing with the youngest and he's getting all ratty with me because he says, you should be able to do that easy, it's obvious. Look, oh, right, it's not obvious for me. But we got there in the end. But yeah, we're ploughing through, but he's kind of got into other games, so we haven't got another half to go, I think, of it to complete it. But yeah, Moz's walkthrough will be a great benefit, so well done with that, Moz. He's putting loads of videos up at the moment and I'm not getting anywhere near keeping up with them, so I'll try my best. Likewise, I'm trying to watch, I think I've still got another one of Bob's videos to watch tonight if I can. Not sure I will get a chance or not. I have, of course, been playing a bit more Star Wars Battlefront, plodding along. I've now reached the heady heights of rank 81. Not investigated any suits whatsoever since then. Managed to complete one of my Hut contracts, which was the one where I had to get the 30 kills with Dengar, who incidentally is the funniest character in Star Wars Battlefront, because they've given him this like quintessential British accent. And he's so funny. Some of the comments that it comes out with in this very British accent is just, oh, it's brilliant. I think one of my favourites is, you're gonna get a dirt nap, and he's kind of like a Cockney. It's like it's like if you ever watch the Guy Ritchie films, Snatch, and also Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Dengar would just be so in place in one of those films because he just all his little thing, all his little quotes, oh, they're just fantastic. Also, actually, last night, because I got stuck in a match, I got hero pickup for once, but I had to get, yeah, I've got to get X number of kills as a hero in sabotage at the moment. So I've got to find the pickup when playing the game, because that's one of the ones where you can find the hero pickup and then play as the hero, or you just play as your normal man. Or if you're like me, you see the hero pickup and you run the other way because you know you're rubbish at being a hero, and you think someone else can do better than me at being the hero and win the side. So, like I say, I managed to pick it up, got the hero thing, and it locked up. I was there. It says choose hero, but normally, you know, you don't get a choice in that. It just says you're this particular one. But it wouldn't do anything else. So I pressed the options button, which previously wouldn't let me do it because I'm doing it over a remote play and you have to do it in front of the actual TV the PS4 is connected to. So went to that, and it let me actually activate the sharing thing and go and log into my Twitter with it. So I might actually be able to do some of these sort of game snippet things if I do anything interesting or good. So I'll probably try and fire some of those off tonight if I get a chance to have a play, and see if I can get some of those Dengar quotes out, because there's some corkers in there, absolute corkers. So I've been having a bit of a go at that. Let's see, one rushing up there, no one rushing up today, hooray. So I can't, I keep thinking of things I'm going to talk about and then I forget again. It's typical, isn't it? What's been going on at home that I can tell you about? Nothing really exciting this week, to be honest. Obviously Halloween is approaching us with the darker nights. The youngest is getting very excited for that again. We normally got to carve out some pumpkins. I think we're looking at, would you believe we're looking at Pikachu themed pumpkins this year. We had Stormtrooper faces last year, but it might be Pikachu. And yes, I do have to confess that Pokemon Go, the app, is on my phone. Yeah, kind of ended up, the youngest was wanting to have a go at Pokemon Go, so we've had it on. It's not too bad, to be honest, to be fair, and it's good if you know, gets you out and about, because you've got to wander about to go and capture these things out and about. So when we've been going out in parks and out places and things, we've been having a go on it and picking up goodness knows what, left, right and centre, all these little characters things. So we've been having a go at the Pokemon Go, so he's right into that, he is. And what else has been new? Well, there's been some updates to Minecraft, I noticed. Still, the trouble is with Minecraft is it wants to play. Oh, look at this place with fancy DRLs going very, very slowly, suspiciously slowly. Oh, they're talking to someone or watching someone. Well, maybe it was just waiting for me and my amazing headlights. It's not turning round anyway. Been some updates to Minecraft, but the trouble is, I want to play Minecraft on the PS4, but all the mods and all the good stuff that gets reviewed on various Minecraft channels, including Dan TDM and Stampy Longnose. Whose is this black Audi that seems to be randomly going back and forth like a loon? Where are you going? Are you going to Boo's Garden? Oh, that's lovely. Well, I'm not sure you really want to go in Boo's Garden, but you do that, if that's what you fancy. So, yeah, all the good stuff is always on Minecraft for Mac or Windows app, not on a PS4. So, yeah, I end up having to drag out my MacBook Air for him to play, the youngest to play his mods and things on. We had, he was playing online one, Hive, I think it is, and that had quite a good one. That had the lab It's like multiple games you can play on. Kind of likes that because it's like an online multiplayer thing, so that's pretty good. So yes, that's it. That's probably about it for this week. The only other thing I've got, I did add in something a bit extra for the darker nights coming now. So if you look now, oh, look at that, bit of lighting, extra lights inside. But not only that, ready for this? You're gonna like this. Oh, what? Hey. Yes, interior lighting that flashes madly. It's like a disco in here now. So I've got some lights in the boot as well to light up the boot a bit for the dark nights. So Ellis is thinking, what's that plonker doing now? What is he doing? So there you are. That's my fantastic lighting edition with a remote. Just what you want for winter. Right, have a good weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. See ya.